A new fake story. Reuters. MAGA Republicans support Ukraine while President Biden is against Ukraine and for negotiations with Putin. Today is June 26th. On June 25th, several events took place which I felt necessary to share with you. First, this is a new fake story from Reuters. It seems that the intoxicating air of the upcoming presidential elections in the USA has dragged Reuters into yet another ugly story. Reuters, a well-known international news agency, published an article yesterday with the literal title, "Trump provided a detailed and comprehensive plan to stop American military aid to Kyiv if it does not conduct peace negotiations with Moscow, the capital of Russia." It's not surprising that a piece with such a title received widespread coverage in all materials in English, Russian, and Ukrainian. Propagandists actively and consistently spread new information about how Trump is preparing to betray and sell out Ukraine. We open the article and read what is written in it. It literally says the following. Two former Trump administration officials, Fleitz and General Keith Kellogg, prepared a plan on how, in their view, the Russian-Ukrainian war could be stopped. They shared this plan with President Trump in great detail and thoroughly, as the Reuters article itself writes about this very important meeting. These two authors presented their comprehensive and well-thought-out strategy to Trump, and the Republican presidential candidate responded positively with enthusiasm and support, reported Fleitz, a former CIA analyst and national security expert. He added, "I am not claiming that President Trump fully agreed with our comprehensive plan or concurred with every single word in it. However, we are quite satisfied with the overall response and feedback we received from him, which we found to be constructive and encouraging." Where in what happened is what is highlighted in the Reuters article headline. Trump presented a detailed and comprehensive plan to stop the ongoing military aid to Ukraine, which has been a significant point of contention in international relations. If the agency had published its material as it actually happened, two Trump administration officials from 2017 to 2021 prepared their plan and presented it to Trump, presented it to the public in a detailed and thorough manner, and presented it to Reuters with extensive explanations, covering all aspects. That would have been normal. What didn't happen, there was no Trump plan, and Trump did not actually present any plan to anyone. In fact, indeed. Moreover, in the same article from the same Reuters news agency, there is an unequivocal statement of fact from Trump's official spokesperson, Stephen Chung. He officially and clearly stated the following statement. Only statements made personally by Trump or by a representative of Trump's company, who has been specifically and explicitly authorized for this, are officially and legally official in any capacity. Naturally, neither Fleitz nor General Keith Kellogg received such authority, and they are, of course, not Trump. Nevertheless, Reuters titled their article in a way that directly implies Trump presented this plan. Let's read further. What does Fleitz and Kellogg's plan entail? It's a substantial piece. Part of it is presented in this article by Reuters. It is presented in even more detail in a separate document published by these two authors back in April of this year, which contains a more detailed justification of what they believe needs to be done. But in the same article, it is explicitly stated that a necessary element for stopping military actions is indeed providing Ukraine with security guarantees. Essentially, one of the elements, the most important element of which, as literally stated in this article, is the following. Fleitz added that arming Ukraine to the teeth is indeed a very crucial element in providing security guarantees for Ukraine. Once again, we return to the title of the article, published by Reuters. Trump recently presented a plan to halt the American military aid to Ukraine. Alas, it's not just the tabloid press, not just the likes of the New York Times, Washington Post, Politico, and CNN that have engaged in mass falsifications. To the great delight of such a once respected agency as Reuters, which claims in every piece that its reporters and correspondents adhere to strict rules of journalistic ethical standards and principles in accordance with the principles of Thomson Reuters, they have also indeed become involved in the very same propaganda campaign that is drawing in more and more representatives of once respected publications and agencies.